Hello, what's going on, squids? Congrats on getting first tonight. How you doing? Not gonna lie, I was a sleepy boy tonight. I had a busy fucking weekend. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to going to bed tonight. I had Llama's birthday party yesterday afternoon, then I had my company Christmas party last night. And then today we went and hung out with a friend we haven't seen in a while. And we were gone all afternoon. So yeah, I am a sleepy boy. And I'm munching on some late night taco Doritos, because I'm also in a snacky mood. But yeah, gonna see if we can't get one of these to shine tonight. Probably gonna be a shorter stream. I'm just gonna say that up front. Probably gonna be a little shorter, but what have you done with my streamer? Squid, I am just so tired. Like, I normally prefer to have at least one day a week where I don't have to set an alarm and I can just sleep. And I couldn't do that. And last night especially, like, fuck, what time? I remember what time I went to bed last night. I didn't even take my meds until after midnight. And then I was up at 11. And that's just not a good look. It's, you know, normally I take them at like 9:30 and I wake up about 11 hours after I take them. I woke up probably about 9.5 hours after I took them last night. Yeah, this just had me in a funk all day. That's a stinky, but it's not a clobbopus. So, hey, what's up, Fang? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you guys found something fun to do. I know, so today me and Book went down to St. Pete, met up with a friend, walked around downtown, did some Pokemon Community Day stuff. Well, me and our friend did. She doesn't do the Pokemon Go stuff. And then we found a little sports bar and had some food and some drinks. Watched some football. And then came back home. So it was just a nice day, you know, just hanging out with a friend, just doing kind of... We did couple stuff so much this weekend, and it's so weird for us. Days we're together lately, I don't know what a weekend is. I know the feeling on that one, Fang. I feel like I didn't get any rest this weekend. Like, I was doing something earlier, and I was like, oh, fuck, tomorrow's Monday. I have work. I don't want to have work tomorrow. It's nice. I got 3 weeks, and then I have 2 weeks off. So I just gotta push through a few more work days, and then I get some time to relax. Very much looking forward to it. And then I was talking with Book last night on the way home, but like, we've got so much going on this month. It's gonna be like almost impossible for me to do any of the things that like I really want to do this month, because like all of my days are booked up. I've either got work or some kind of social event fucking every day this month. Now looking forward to tomorrow. Got a 4.5 hour drive ahead of you. Get up early, do another 4 hour drive. Ouch, Squid. That sounds painful. That does not sound enjoyable in the least. Mucho sadness for you, Squiddies. Hopefully it doesn't go, hopefully it's not too bad for you, you know? But I know for, like, being in a car for 9 hours is always horrible. I've done it plenty of times. It is not fun. Ugh. But yeah, hopefully I can get this clobbopus tonight. It's annoying that I've got another hunt over 2K. We've had so many of these as we've been getting closer and closer to completing the shiny living decks. I feel like, you know, when I first started doing shiny hunting in Sword and Shield, we'd go over odds, but it would be like 1700, 1800. I feel like it was rare to go over 2K back in the beginning of this adventure, and now it's like a pretty common occurrence. Hopefully we don't go back to where going over 4K is a common occurrence. Remember that time frame where I had like, what was it, like 5 out of 7 hunts went like over 3K? That was so nuts, because it was what, Maractus went way over, Emolga went way over, oh my god, the little red bug went way over, Doughblade went way over, Venipede, that's what I was thinking of. Fucking, what was the other one that mix that went just way the fuck over? The universe's way of telling you to stop. I can't stop, Squid, I'm so close. I'm almost there. I think after clobbopus, I need to find another soft reset hunt I can do on Sword and Shield, because I gotta go back into Sun and Moon and do the type null hunt again. I need another type null for Sylvani. But I can't run around, do the type null resets, and do the aerodactyls. It's just too much. But if I can get a soft reset hunt going in Sword and Shield, I should be able to do the type null hunt at the same time. I'll at least try. If it doesn't work, then I'll just do type null on its own. But we will see how it all works out. I will figure it out one way or another. But that hunt is coming up. I am, Fang. I'm blocking my yawns with my controller. Or at least attempting to. I told you, I'm sleepy tonight. I was like, I've been sitting here for the last hour debating if I was gonna stream. Like, I had everything set up at like 7 o'clock, and I was just sitting here the whole time like, do I really have the energy to do this tonight? Like, do I even bother going live? Like, and then finally I was like, fuck it, I'll just go live. I got nothing else to do. Let me stream. Oh, so I almost got booked to hit me at the Christmas party last night. I almost succeeded. So they had like tables you could sit at, but they also had tables that you could just stand at to like eat your food and stuff. And so we're standing at one of these tables, and I look over and like behind her, and I'm like, oh babe, I figured out what I want for Christmas. And she's like, oh, what's that? And I go, look behind you. And she looks behind her, and there's this really cute Asian chick standing behind her. And she was like, you fucking asshole. Oh, it was so worth it. She was like legit ready to hit me for that one. I was like, yes. Ugh. Very classic moment. And then there was another funny moment. So like we're at the table, and this like guy comes up, and he's like, "Oh, is like the room here?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, no, there's a spot right there." So we're sitting there talking to him, and he's like, he looks at me, and he's like, "You look so familiar." I'm like, "Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about you. I was trying to remember where I know you from." And so like we were going back and forth trying to figure out where we've met previously. Like, was it at like a volunteer event? Because we work in different buildings. Like, what could it be? And we just give up on it. We're like, I don't know. We crossed paths somewhere, whatever. You know, we're not worried about it. And then he's like, "What's your name?" I tell him my name, and he's like, "Did you used to work at Amazon?" And I'm like, "Holy fuck, I was your boss like 3 years ago. Holy shit." He worked on the ship dock with me at Amazon back in like 2021, 2022. And that was where we fucking knew each other from. And now he had left Amazon and gone to this company as well. So it was a pretty funny moment. Like, what are the odds? Like, out of all the people at this party, that he just picks my table? And yeah, I mean, that, seriously, what a small world sometimes. It's like there's so many, I mean, there's hundreds of people at this party. There's dozens of tables. Of all the bars in the world, you walked into this one. Hey, what's up, Red Shadow? How you doing tonight, buddy? So yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. Nah, nothing yet, Red. Nothing yet. But yeah, no, it was just like, what are the odds that like you would have just stopped at this table and started talking to me? I feel like Jake was wrong about this area for clobbopus. I mean, they spawn here really well, but like I feel like getting the spawns reset was easier before. You're getting a new garage refrigerator, nice. I've been trying to, well, I've been looking at picking up like a chest freezer to put in the kitchen, because like we have 2 freezers and they're both just overstuffed right now because the kitchen fridge and the garage fridge freezers are both over full. And I'm like, this is just stupid. We need to get just like a standalone freezer and put all this shit in it and get some organization in our actual freezers and have the stuff we really want to have in there, you know? And Lowe's has a little one on sale right now for like 200 bucks. And I was really close to just driving over there and picking it up yesterday. Like, to the point I even like emptied out the bed of my truck so I could put the freezer in it. And then I just didn't go. I just didn't want to fucking go anywhere. Or not yesterday, it was Friday that I did that. Ariel, some treats that are shaped like donuts and a yogurt frosting. You were yesterday, that thing was gone in 2 seconds. I would imagine so. I know it's not for humans, but it still sounds really fucking tasty. Fire type to become a new ice type. What would it be? Oh, so you mean like the Vulpix regional form? Like just taking like a fire Pokemon and making it an ice type? Yes. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see Growlithe Arcanine. We have like 4 freezers in the garage and it's still full. Oh, I missed that. Yerma likes to put a shit ton of food in the freezer and leave it for 3 years. You're overnight some of those begging strips, they don't taste as good as they smell. Squid, why? It's bacon, that's what they want you to think. But no, because like for me, we've got like all the meat like that we get from like her dad, And then we have the meat that we got from my deer. And then we always have like frozen stuff for when we don't want to cook. Rather than ordering out, we try to keep something frozen that we can just throw in the oven or the microwave on hand, rather than like ordering out or getting fast food. And so like we got all this shit, and having like a decent sized chest freezer to be able to throw all this stuff into would be such a huge bonus for us. You've been on Twitch all day yesterday and today? Damn, I haven't been on Twitch at all in the last few days. Like, I usually like to cook, but having the space to have stuff just for those nights when it's like, I really don't want to cook tonight, it'd be so much better. Because then rather than like, all right, well, let's get on Uber Eats, see what we can get delivered, just like, all right, here, let me take this frozen thing and throw it in the oven. It would be a much better solution to that problem, at least financially. The food wouldn't be as good, you know, that's a given, it's a frozen meal, but it would be a lot cheaper. That's a shame thing. So I'll probably go out this week. Chicken broccoli casserole. That actually sounds tasty. I like chicken and I like broccoli, so that would work for me. But yeah, I'll probably go and get the freezer like either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll just suck it up and go get it. I've been talking about getting it for like a fucking year now, and I just keep putting it off, so it's time I just shut the fuck up and do it. Nope, I think it's aerodactyl check time. It is. Aerodactyl checks. 0. Nope. Nope. Nada. And nothing. I'm trying to remember the... What would it be now? Wednesday? No, Thursday was the last shiny Aerodactyl I got. Did you back into baking like dude? Just haven't in a while. You made some oatmeal raisin cookies. Dude, I would... There's so much stuff I would love to be able to make, but just... I don't have the room in our kitchen. Like, I'd love to get into baking, especially, like, my own bread. Be able to have, like, fresh bread, you know? I would love to get into making my own pasta and stuff like that. Like, I would love to be able to do that stuff. I just don't have the space for it. I mean, realistically, what I could probably do is throw out a lot of shit that we don't need anymore, and then get like a big board to put on the kitchen table, to act as like a countertop, you know? And that would probably give me some space to do some of the stuff I'd like to do. Not all of it, but it would give me some space. You have clutter on the counters? Same. But it's just because, like, we have such little counter space. Yo, what's going on, Dragon? How you doing tonight, buddy? But yeah, we just have such little counter space. And you put the microwave, the coffee maker, the crock pot, you know, the knife set. There's, like, no fucking room for anything else. Which is actually funny. One of the things that, like, we've been looking for in a house, like, if we move, one of the things we're actually looking at as, like, a requirement is that it have one of those, like, built-in microwaves that's over the stove, just so that it's one less thing to have on the counter. It's, like, literally a requirement of ours now. Like, if we're gonna move, the new house has to have a microwave above the stove. Damn, Squiddy's feeling sassy tonight. Oh, it's a stinky, but it's not a shiny. Hey, what's up, PokeGamer? But yeah, I've been on a rampage the last few months, just like throwing shit out, like, cause it's one of those things, like, I'll have like old clothes that don't fit me, and Bill could be like, well, put it in a bag and just put it off to the side and we'll donate it. And then like 6 months later, the bag is still fucking sitting there, and it just ends up one more thing in the garage. And so it's just like, it never happens. We always say like, oh, we're gonna do a yard sale and sell what we can, or we're gonna donate this stuff, and then it just sits there forever. And so like the last few months, I've just been throwing shit out. Like, I just keep coming across stuff like, why is this here? Why is this still here? And I just fucking throw it in the trash. Have you gotten any shinies today, gamer? Or have you just been hunting? You on a cleaning spree? Well, like, I'm trying to get the garage cleared out. It's really a twofold thing, okay? For the garage side, I'm trying to get it cleared out because most of the stuff that's in the garage has been in the garage for fucking ever. Like, we've lived in this house now for 5 years. Most of the stuff that's in the garage has been in the garage for 5 fucking years. We don't need it. We haven't used it in at least 5 years. Why do we still have it? You know? It's like, I keep looking at it like that. It's I'm just trying to get rid of all that shit that's just taking up space. And I've also got this, like, weight bench with, like, a squat rack that I got as a, my Christmas bonus, my last Christmas at Amazon. They literally just gave us a link to a website, and they were like, order whatever you want off of this website. We'll cover it and send it to your house. And so I got this, like, weight bench. It's got, like, a squat rack and everything. And I want to start using it. I want to buy some cheap weights and start working out. Like, get a little workout in the morning before work. You know, get llama working out a little bit and build up some muscle for baseball and stuff. 13 hours straight of shiny hunt. It's 1:30 a.m. You're going to sleep. God damn, gamer. Yeah, you get some sleep. But thanks for stopping by to say hi. Nice seeing you again. So I'm trying to clear out enough room in the garage that I can use the weight bench. And I also have, like, all these other projects I'm trying to do, like, you know, making the custom stuff for my reptile enclosures, right? Like that I've been doing with the foam, and I've been looking up how to make my own enclosures. So rather than buying tanks or these overpriced enclosures, I can make my own and save some money and put the snakes into some decent homes. But I need space to fucking work. So I'm trying to get all that done. And then with, you know, the garage as well, but even inside, there's just so much shit we don't need. Just stuff we've accumulated over the years for whatever reason. We liked it when we bought it, and then we just fucking don't care anymore, or we got it as a gift, whatever. There's so much shit that's just there. It doesn't do anything. We're not using it. It's just taking up space. And then I'm looking at, you know, whether we stay in Florida or we leave Florida or whatever happens, we've agreed moving out of this house needs to happen. We need to move into a bigger house so I can have an indoor office and not be in the garage. And we're pretty sure that, I mean, this house is fucking old. Like, it's got fucking holes in the wood by the attic where, like, fucking squirrels and shit get into the attic. We're pretty sure there's mold in the walls. So, like, we're like, even if we're staying here, we need to move. We need to get a different place. And I'm just looking at, like, I don't want to have to pack all this shit for no reason. I don't want to move all this stuff over to another house and just have it be a box in the garage. Because that's what's going to happen. I know that's what's going to happen. We're going to take all that shit that doesn't serve a purpose, that isn't getting used, and it's all going to go into a box together, and then it's just going to end up in the garage at the new place. Like, no, just fucking throw it out. Get rid of it. There's no need to bring that shit with us. And so I'm just trying to, like, deal with all that now. But it's been, like, I don't have fucking time to do it. Like, trying to go through it all. Like, I've been finding an hour here, an hour there where I'm working on stuff and trying to make shit happen, but like, I've been so busy, like, constantly on the go on the weekends, and it was so fucking hot up until recently that trying to do the work out here in the garage in the heat was just brutal. So, like, still trying to sort through it all. I've been in the same house since the 90s. Love it, but the upkeep is a lot. You want to hear the house from your grandma? If you're up in the house, but I don't know if that'll happen. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, keeping upkeep on the same house for, 30 years is a lot harder than people think it is. For sure. So, there's so much, and it's like trying to manage it all has been a nightmare. It's too much. I'm like, what's the word? I'm like overstimulated because I've just got so much. Like, I'm trying to work, I'm trying to do all the stuff I gotta do, like, help clean the house, cook dinner, coach llama for baseball, and, be a dad, be a husband, and then find time to stream, find time to just relax on my own, make time for friends, go hunting and be, doing stuff at the ranch, help my father-in-law with projects. It's like, there's something every weekend, every day, and it's like, can I just get a fucking break for just a week? Because, like, I've got the work break coming up, but I know, like, half the time I'm going to be at the ranch, so I'm going to lose a lot of my break there. And then the rest of it, I'm going to be trying to get the garage cleared out so I can start using it for the other shit. And so it's like I'm getting that 2-week break, but it's not going to be much of a break. I'm going to be doing a lot of shit over those 2 weeks. At least we're getting some cooler weather in the near future here. Like, let me see. It's 62 right now. And then the high tomorrow is going to be 72. The warmest it's going to get for the next week is 75. But oddly enough, the lows are only going to be in the mid-50s. Like, it's not going to get that cold. Like, normally Florida's got much bigger temperature swings. Like, if the high is going to be 70s, like low 70s, I'm expecting lows to be in, like, the mid-40s, but adulting is a bitch, that's for sure what she can help. Nah, Squid, you just focus on healing. That's all you gotta do right now. But yeah, at least the weather's gonna be a lot cooler for the next week, so that'll be nice. I was planning on going to the office a couple days this week, just to, like, show my face and, like, hey, I still work here, don't forget about me. But if it's gonna be low 70s all week as a high, I really want to be home to enjoy that weather. Oh, you had to spawn right in front of me, didn't you? Stupid ass thing. Dude, it was so funny with our friend today, though, because he kept showing me videos like, oh, look how cool this is. And I would, like, immediately be like, yeah, that's actually really shitty, dude. And he'd be like, what do you mean? And I'm like, did you notice this? And he's like, fuck, now I can't unsee it. And like, he's like getting mad at me as I'm pointing out to him why the shit he's showing me is shit. And I'm like, do you want to just live in a fucking fantasy world and just believe that everything is perfect? Or do you want to fucking have the ability to think critically and be like, oh, this is actually shit? Like, which would you prefer? Because if you want to be in a fantasy world, you need to stop including me in it, because that ain't it. You'd be like, look at this video of like an elephant saving a cat, and I'm like, yeah, that's 100% AI, dude. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, dude, the cat is literally hovering in midair. What do you mean it's not AI? And then he was like, show me a clip from like the new Assassin's Creed, and he's like, isn't this so cool? I'm like, dude, that is like the shittiest animation I've ever seen. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, watch them. They're all walking like this. Like, what the fuck kind of walk is that? But he gets so annoyed when I like point out the truth to him, and I'm like, dude, you gotta remember who you're talking to. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh yeah, no, that's awesome. If it's shit, I'm gonna say so. Like, that's just how I operate. So skip all the videos on TikTok now. Seen so much AI slop. Every time I see a wholesome video of like a cat, I'm suspicious. Dude, AI, as far as like video creation, is like ruining things so much. Like, I like the AI videos when it's like, you know, complete fantasy. Like, there's no way it isn't AI. It's not pretending to be real, like the Bigfoot videos. You know what I mean? Like, you watch those and you know immediately that it's AI slop. I can get behind AI brain rot like that, right? But don't show me shit and try to make it look like it's a real video when it's AI. I can't stand that shit. Like, oh, look at this wholesome video. And I'm like, well, I want it to be wholesome, but I'm 90% certain that shit is fake. Your nipple grafts are starting to itch. Squid, that is a sentence I did not expect to read today. My nipple grafts are starting to itch. Although, so like, I was getting my suit on to go to the party last night, and I was like, hang on a second, I need to look in the mirror real quick. And I look in the mirror and I'm like, yep, good thing I looked in the mirror. And I started taking my dress shirt off, and Book's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I need to put an undershirt on. And she's like, why? And I turned around and I'm just like, fucking nipples, perfect, like, see-through shirt, like, clearly see the nipples. And I'm like, yep, not going to my work Christmas party and having my nipples out like that. That's not professional. Alright. I wish clobbopus had a better spawn rate. Like, if it spawned as often as the bird might spawn, that would be awesome. Seeing in dispatch, the lady's getting dressed to like a work party. She has her nipples showing on accident. Only 2% of people actually told her that her nipple was out. Oh, so like you have the option to like tell her and she can fix it, or just not say anything and then she goes to the party like that. That is a fucking wild choose your own adventure to put in a game. Like, and can we be real here? It is so gamer that only 2% of players told her, and the rest were just like, nah, I want to see that shit. The 2% that told her are the 2% of gamers that have actually had a girlfriend in their life. What's going on, Jordan? How was the wrestling thing? It was great. Good to hear, buddy. Main villain of the game that has his full dick out, no sensor bar, although there's an option for it, just swinging in the wind. Dude, what the fuck is that game? That is a wild ass game. I mean, it was just as bad as the rest of it, Jordan. So, Squiddy, have you played this game, or have you just seen, like, clips of it? I'm guessing you've played it. Shit happens, Jordan. I'm trying to remember what game it was, but I was watching this one VTuber, and they were playing a game, and like you walk into a room and a cutscene starts, and it's just a woman giving birth, and that's the cutscene, and she freaks the fuck out naturally because like she's streaming it. You want to buy your broke? You watch Jacksepticeye play, and your sister has played it about 4 times now. Ah, I gotcha. That sounds like a hell of a game. Book would probably enjoy it. She likes those kind of Telltale games. You know what game, like kind of like that, choose your own adventure kind of style shit I bought the entire fucking thing of, but never actually played it, was Necopara. Like, I bought it because it looked good and I'd heard things about it, and I just never got around to playing it. Book would love it. It seems very much up her alley if she's into superheroes. I don't know if she's into superheroes. I know she's into, like, those kind of, like, Telltale kind of games. Like, she's played a bunch of them for other stuff, like the, what was, like, the Walking Dead, Telltales. So, it's kind of like her style of game that she likes. What's your challenge, Jordan? Come on. I don't even think that would be possible to do unless you just use your starter. There's not enough of them. I'm trying to think. You'd have your starter, and then the next time you get one. Fuck, when would be the next time you could get one? Red Shadow Jordan was saying to beat Scarlet and Violet using only cat Pokemon. I don't even think you'd be able to make a full team. It definitely wouldn't be a good team. Yeah, Jordan, we've had this conversation before. The Eeveelutions are not cats. Eevee is not a cat. That's what I'm saying, Squid. You don't really have a lot of options. I don't know that that would be a doable challenge. Dog or monkey themed. When you pick a starter, you can only use the starter's typing. I've done stuff like that before, Red. Done like type locks. I did one in Scarlet and Violet. I think I did, fuck, didn't we do a ghost type, type lock in Violet before? I think we did ghost type, so I started with Fuecoco. Had the Skeledirge. I forget what else was on the team though, but I think Brambleghast was on the team. But yeah, I did a ghost one. Which one was it? I did grass on something else. I know I did a grass type lock on something. I know I did, what was it? Oh no, that was the egg lock I did in Sword. The egg lock was super fun. I still wish me, Jake, and Jer could get, do the egg lock challenge that I proposed. There's so much shit, I've been wanting to do with them, but we just haven't been able to do the shenanigans consistently enough the past couple months to do any kind of real, group thing. And so now Jake's been sick, and then, after this Friday, Jer's gone for a couple weeks, because he's gonna be visiting family. So Jer won't be joining shenanigans for the rest of the year. So hopefully come January, the gang can fully come together. I don't know any of the gym leaders, Red. I couldn't answer that. I never paid enough attention. Doing a type lock with only normal types would be insanely hard to do. Because you'd have to find some uh, dual types or it's normal something else. That would be a really hard type lock to do. But yeah, I still want to do the egg lock challenge with them. I still want to do the level 100 Magikarp with them. I think that would be a really fun race. See who can get the level 100 shiny Magikarp. Apparently it was easier to do in Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 1 than the Switch 2, though. Yeah, Red Shadow, I don't know gym leaders at all. I keep bringing up the level 100 Magic race to the point where I think I'm starting to get annoying. No, keep bringing it up, Squiddy, because I really want to do that. I just need to get them on board. I think it would be really fun. And it would be something different. And Jake's usually on board for that, like the level 10 Solomon's hunt. Like, he's normally all in on that kind of shit. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, why we can't seem to get that one going. Hopefully in January we'll be able to get to that. Though honestly, if they're both going to be on this Friday, if Jake's feeling better, I might try to talk him into doing the level 100 Magikarp this week. Just for the poops and chuckles of it all. Scarlet about using Cynthia's team? Eh. Are all of hers in the game even? I don't know. The thing, like, I've done some type locks and stuff like that in the past, and they can be interesting, but, like, I don't know. Maybe I can start a new ZA file and do a type lock in ZA. I need to hunt ZA, got the Shalfa Garchomp the other night, got this close to touching SV again today. Oh, gross. Were you that bored, Squid? Fuck, I still need the Garchomp. I just thought of that. I don't have that one yet. That and the Dragonite have been eluding me, and it's kind of annoying. I did get Shalfa Jolteon this morning, though. So that was cool. Most of them, the rest of it. Well, the Como is only in the DLC, Jordan. So it wouldn't be possible to use that in a type lock. Or in a team lock. Because it wouldn't be available in the base game. No one tell Michelle, but if I get Shelf with Sylveon, it's a gift for her. Probably shouldn't put it in chat if it's supposed to be a surprise, Squiddy. Right, Jordan, but you can't get the Pokemon until that part of the DLC. So you couldn't use it in the base game, because it's not there. You can't catch it. Has the hardest evolution requirement? Hardest evolution requirement. Aerodactyl checks, by the way. Yeah, I would go with that one too. Now that you mention that, Squid. No. 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 Still no shiny Aerodactyls. Gimme Goals isn't really hard, it's just annoying. Because you gotta collect so many of those coins. But even then, you just fly around to the towers, and the chest ones respawn daily and give you like 30 to 50. So it's not that bad. But the Runerigus having to like be at a certain health and walk under a specific arch, like... The Surfetch'd is pretty annoying too. Like, what does he have to like hit a crit or something, or get hit by a crit? Like, that one's a stupid one as well. Inkay has got to be the funniest to me though. Just turn your shit upside down. No, Squid, like the chests that are up on the rooftop where you can like like up on top of the towers, those respawn daily. Not the catchable ones. The ones you can't catch. You have to hit a crit 3 times in a single battle. Yes, that was it. I knew it had to do with crits. That one's a pain in the ass as well. Hitmontop is also a pain in the ass. What's his again? I forget the Cursula one. I don't think it's that bad though. Same with the other one, Shedinja. You have to evolve Ninjask with an open party slot. That one's kind of dumb. Oh, its attack and defense have to be equal? I didn't know that. I don't know. I'm not a fan of when they put these weird rules in for evolving Pokemon. Like, it's got to be a Tuesday with a full moon. You have to hop on your left foot 3 times while tapping your nose. Yeah, that one's not too bad with if you know what you're doing. Milcery's a fun one too, just spin. Oh yeah, Ursaluna, where you have to evolve it like at night and all that other shit. Like, but I tell you what, I will take every stupid ass evolution method if they just stop fucking shiny locking everything. What the fuck is with everything being shiny locked lately? Right, meta? Like, goddamn, dude. Just let me evolve the goddamn Pokemon. But even better, let me get things like the Blood Moon Ursaluna as a shiny. Why is it shiny locked? Why? Just fucking let me hunt it. Ugh. Shiny locking is the dumbest shit Game Freak has ever come up with. And that's saying a lot, because Game Freak has come up with a lot of dumb shit. Oh, look at all these cool Pokemon in ZA. Oh, by the way, everything you actually care about is shiny lock. Go fuck yourself. Like, can you imagine being able to get the Asfloette or Zygarde shiny in Legend ZA? How awesome that would have been. Oh, also, we're just gonna give you Mewtwo, but by the way, it's shiny locked. My favorite Tapu legendary is Finny. I like Tapu Finny. Never played those, Jordan, honestly. I have them on the virtual console. I was gonna play them, and then I just never did. I don't even know, Squid. I heard that it was that got released, and I just was like, okay. What do I need another non-shiny Mewtwo for? I'll just wait until home and then trade in my shiny one. You like Tapu Bulu? That's a good one. I like how he's literally just the bull. But it's some secret mission. It's like a side mission, but it's not on your map, and you've got to go to a certain place to trigger it. It's supposed to be really easy. I just didn't care. Oh, that makes sense. Figures for ZA, they're like, hey, for the post-game stuff, we should go back to, like, that one place that really matters. You know, like what they didn't do in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, where we never went back to Area Zero. It was this whole, like, elaborate part of the storyline, and then we went there once. Hey, what's going on, Shaylin? How you doing tonight? Still trying to find the shiny monkeys that you need? Aw, that sucks. Hopefully they shine for you soon. As you can see, I'm still in pain myself. Well over odds now on Clobbopus. Still no shiny alpha aerodactyl. My hunts have not been going in my favor either. Fuck, I gotta go to the store tomorrow. Gotta remember to go pick up my med refills. I'm running low. Come on. Get out of there. I still need a couple of the monkeys myself. I'm trying to remember which ones I need. Oh, did I? Oh, no, here it is. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. High con. Where I need Panseer and Semaphore. Those are the two monkeys I still need. And as soon as I get this aerodactyl, I will try to get them. You're almost at 3k to Regice, but damn, it sucks the shiny charm is just useless here. Yeah, I hated the fact that the shiny charm didn't affect the Regis. Like, it was so weird in Sword and Shield. Like, the Regis and the fossils, for some reason, the shiny charm doesn't affect. But everything else, the shiny charm does. Like, it made no sense at all that they did it that way. But then, like, the Swords of Justice, the shiny charm works. Game Freak is just always doing weird stuff. It's like they put little things like that into the game just to see how much they can annoy us and we still buy their game. It's got to be like some intentional thing on their part. They can't just be like accidentally doing that kind of stuff. Although nothing will ever be as bad as Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where the shiny charm is in the game and just doesn't affect anything. Like, it only works on Masuda hunts. That's it. It affects nothing except eggs. Why have it in the game?
Oh, fuck! I am so hard right now!
Shaylin, thank you so much for the sub. Much appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our targets are evading us. I did phase on a Shalfa Spritzy. But you need it for your living deck, so that's fine. Hell yeah. And a Shalfa at that. Congrats on that one, at least. I'm down to... where was it? 58 left in my shiny living decks. 58 to go. I'm getting so close I can taste it. Clobbopus is one of them. And I am 800 over odds on it. So, you know, yay. As long as this isn't another Doughblade, I'll be happy. Actually, I take that back. It better shine long before that. You only recently decided to do it in ZA. Eventually get around to doing it for the decks as a whole. Ah, gotcha. I've been working on the national decks as a whole for, what, chat, 2 years now? At least 3 years that I started, like, legitimately trying to do it. It's been at least 2 years, hasn't it? Before that, I was just kind of getting shinies I liked. And then one day I was like, I've got like 200 shinies. I might as well get them all. And that was the start of my downfall. Probably the worst decision I ever made. Should have just gotten a few of the legendaries I liked and some other stuff and walked away. Regice is your longest hunt to date. Meta, I have so many mean things I want to say right now. I've gone more encounters in charm-affected hunts on at least 10 occasions than where you're at on Regice right now. I don't know that I'll go for ZA Shiny Living Dex. I like the game and it was fun to play. I don't know that I like it enough to catch every shiny in the game. It will shine very soon for illegal reasons. I can't guarantee this. I hope so. If I can get it like pre-2300, I'll be pretty happy with that. I just don't want to go double odds, you know? Accidentally killed Mewtwo and had to use your Master Ball. Squid, you just needed to save before the fight. Like, that's all you had to do, buddy. Also, for anybody over on the YouTube side, if you guys could be sure to give the stream a like, would greatly appreciate it. Poor Squiddies. I mean, at least there's really no reason to use the Master Ball in that game. If you get Regice on odds, it'd be so funny. I'm still waiting for the day I get something exactly at odds. I've had a few come close. Like Verizion was like 1407. Like really close to 1365. I've had some Masuda hunts happen like within 20 of the 512. None of my full odds hunts. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, none of my full odds hunts. I think Regigigas was like within 100 of odds. So I've had a few get like closer than you'd like, pretty close to getting it right on the odds, but the best one I've had so far, though, as far as total encounters, was my Swoobat in 69 encounters. I will never have that happen again, but it was so funny to have it happen once. One over or under? Dude, meta, I'm always, every time I'm like one away from odds, I'm always like, please don't shine here. Like, don't let me get it at like 4,095 or 4,097. Like, if you're gonna make me go that far, let me get it on 4096. Also, just want to point out, if you guys didn't notice, I did just take my meds a few minutes ago, and I was already sleepy coming into stream. So expect tonight to be a much shorter stream than usual. I've just been tired as hell, and I do have work tomorrow. And so I took my meds early tonight just because I want to actually get a good night's sleep. Hey, how's it going, Caro? Exactly, Squid. It was a long weekend, dude. And it was a lot of socializing. It was a lot of being out of the house and fucking having to, like, interact with other humans. And that shit is just draining. Very full but good. Good but sleepy, Caro. Good but sleepy. And a little annoyed that I don't have this clobbopus yet. Most definitely, Jordan. Most definitely. You went to a ladies' night at your church, had some yummy snacks, but just had late night dinner. Ah. Well, how was the ladies' night there, Caro? Oh, this is ladies' night. But it wasn't just you, Jordan. It was, you know, waking up earlier than I wanted to take Llama and his friends to the arcade Saturday, then coming home and not even really having time to nap because having to get home, realize I don't have a suit anymore, go to Target, buy a new suit, come home, get it all ready, lay down for a few minutes, wake up, put the suit on, go to St. Pete, spend 5 hours down there in a room full of a couple hundred people and dealing with that, getting home, again, waking up earlier than I wanted to, going back down to St. Pete, spending a couple hours with you and Book, walking around in a bar with a bunch of people, and it is just too much for me. Too much interacting with other people in one weekend. It was good your mom's been coming with you for the past 3 years, which means a lot. That's cool. Always good to have somebody supportive with you. You'll be at 2880 tonight. Dude, Meta, you gotta get to the 2900. You can't stop 20 short. Come on now. Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. La, da, 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 da. There we go. Actually, you know what I should do? Hey, Meta, can you give me a light goal of 5, please? Yuri does not understand what personal space is. Yeah, my dog's, well, Erza's better about it, but Loki does not understand the concept of personal space. Like, if me or Book goes to get in bed, he is, like, in our spot waiting to just be glued to us before we even get the covers up. We have to, like, shove him out of the way so we can get in bed, and then he just lays down on top of us. If I go to 29, I have to go to 2940, which means you gotta go to... Wait, why do you have to go to... I'm confused why it's gotta be multiples of 60 there, Meta. £54 dog is on my lap right now, chewing on her toy. They just left their cuddle time. Yeah, that sounds like my dogs. They're not quite as bad as that, but they can be bad. Like, when we got home today, I went to lay down for a few minutes, and as soon as I laid down, I had Loki draped across behind my head. I had Erza laying across my chest. And I'm like, dogs, I appreciate the affection. I love you both. But this is really uncomfortable right now, and I really need you to get up. Appreciate you there, Meta. They do, Jordan, but there's sometimes it's like, I need some space here. Let me get comfortable, and then just, like, cuddle up with me, you know? You don't have to lay on top of me. It's unnecessary. Oh, hey there, little buddy. Never mind, fuck you, you're white. They don't understand laying next to us is probably more comfortable for all parties involved. Dude, for real, like, just lay next to me. We'll all be happier if you just lay next to me. I'll hold you, we'll cuddle, it'll be great. It'll be so much better for everybody. But no, just right on me. It's supposed to be what it sounds like, Squiddy. Oh, never mind. That one was a clobbopus. But again, fuck you, you're white. Listen here, game. Alright. We're about to hit 2200. I need you to quit fucking with me and give me the shiny already. This is getting ridiculous. There's no reason to have to do this many encounters for a shiny clobbopus. Gotta skirt around. Alright, we got 2 down here. Still white. Dude, the shiny looks so good too. Like in the sprite. I can't wait to see it in game. It just looks so good. Although it's weird to me that they went with that like really light grayish blue instead of keeping the dark blue from the gloves and the normal one. You know what I mean? Like, why didn't they keep that really dark blue and have that be the body? I like what they did, but it's weird that they changed the blue like that. Alright. 2200 incoming. Clobbopus 2200. Still white. Motherfucker. Ugh. You know movies I rewatched this last week? Just like while I was working? Were the Hangover movies. And like fucking Galifianakis and fuck the Asian guy carried those fucking movies. Like, the rest of the cast was like, eh. But those two were so entertaining throughout that entire franchise. Nothing should ever be, Jordan. Nothing should ever be. You've never seen them? They're pretty funny. It's also funny to see, like, with animated movies, looking at the cast, like, the main... Oh my god. The main bad guy in K-pop Demon Hunters... He's voiced by one of the main bad guys from Squid Game. Like the mask guy, the manager. He does the voice for Guima. And then the Asian guy from The Hangover is the voice of Bobby. What is it, Ken Jeong? Or is that his name? I always forget his fucking name. I know he's literally a doctor. Like, he went through school, did everything, became a fucking doctor, and then went, fuck this shit, I'm gonna go be a comedian and actor instead. You do this way to avoid burnout? Gotcha, meta. Whatever you gotta do to keep it going. Ugh. I gotta figure what I'm gonna do to occupy my time this week while I'm working. I always have to have, like, my work is usually really boring. So in between meetings when I'm doing all the bullshit data work, I always have like a movie or a show on just to like give me a little bit of entertainment so that I don't put my head through the fucking screen of my laptop. I gotta figure out what that entertainment's gonna be this week. It's definitely not going to be shiny hunting. That's not going to be my entertainment this week. Although it's fun, I used to do Dynamax adventures during work. Because, like, you know, Dynamax adventures, like, especially when you're going solo, you can just not touch the controller for a while and then be like, oh yeah, I was in the middle of this, and go back to it. But I actually ended up getting, I think it was shiny Moltres. Was it Moltres or was it Ho-Oh? It was one of the birds, but I got it like in the middle of a meeting, and I was so lucky I had my mic muted. Watching true crime, interesting way to do that one. But hey, whatever works for you. You did 180 checks in a day before Never Again came out with a headache that day. No, I get you on that one, Meta. I understand it. Like, when I first, like... So, when I first started shiny hunting, for real, I was still working at Amazon working overnights. And so I'd have 4 nights at work, 3 nights off. And so my 3 nights off, I'd just be sitting up all night by myself. And so, like, I'd watch anime and shiny hunt. And so, like, I was just doing the shiny hunt on the side. And so I would just do resets all fucking night. Because I wasn't paying attention to it, you know? Alright, Dragon. You have a good night, buddy. So, like, doing the checks and the resets didn't really bother me at all. But when I started streaming, I could not do soft reset checks on stream. I would do it for, like, 45 minutes to an hour tops, and I would just be like, okay, I need to do something else now. I could not do it on stream for the longest time because it was my whole focus at that point. I wasn't watching something else. I was just watching the resets and trying to just focus on the resets. I couldn't do it. It took a while before I got to the point where I could just sit here and do resets and not really care. It helped once I had like a couple of regulars and there was usually somebody talking to me in chat and I could focus on chat instead and just like focus like telling stories, chatting with people. Once I had something else to be my primary focus, it became really easy to do the resets. No, I understand, Meta. I fully understand the situation. Like I said, well, I'm just saying though, is like, see about like finding a way to like have a distraction. Like have the, like, try to like have it be where the shiny hunt is like a secondary thing. Like, you're doing this, but then you're shiny hunting on the side. You might find it a lot easier to get through it. Or you might not, but it worked for me. Oh, aerodactyl check time. Let's check this clobbopus, still not shiny. And now let's check aerodactyls. The fuck? Alright. Nothing in box 1. Nothing in box 2. Box 3 is a dud. Nothing in 4. Nothing in 5. No aerodactyls that time either. Grace knows about FBI, DA, and customs agents living in one house solving cases. That's an interesting mix. With Regice, you're being fully observant. Yeah, see, that's probably your problem. But I understand it with Regice because it's such a easy shiny to miss if you're not paying attention. So I get it with that. It's easy for you to shiny in general when watching streams or YouTube videos to distract yourself. Yeah. I find like most of the people who watch shiny hunting streams are people who are shiny hunting. With the other Reggies, you can turn your brain off. Yeah. The other Reggies are a lot easier to notice. I would say the only one, the Reggie Drago, can be a little hard to notice. It's not the greatest shiny. It was way more noticeable than I thought it would be. But I was nervous on that one. Not as nervous as I was with Regice. But I'll also say I noticed the Regice shiny immediately. It was another one. It was definitely more noticeable than I thought it would be. I was very worried that I was gonna like reset over the shiny because I didn't see it. But as soon as it popped up, I knew it was shiny. I didn't even need the sparkle animation. You mainly watched it since one of your favorite actors is in it. That makes sense. There's a lot of stuff I've watched just because of who was in it. That's normal behavior. Damn it, Hone Edge. Dude, the PCG has not been letting me catch anything lately. Yeah, Goldenko shiny. There is a change, but it is effectively nothing. Like, it's such a minor change. And it's so hard to spot. It's almost impossible to see it. You're shocked you even stuck with this? I mean, I'm not. Like you said, you're doing, 50, 60 a day. That's what, an hour, not even an hour's worth of your time to do those checks. Like, that's not that bad. And you're taking your time with it, not letting yourself get burned out, not letting yourself get too frustrated with it. Now, if you get up to like 6K, then I'll be surprised that you're still doing it. Oh, alright, Caro. Ugh. $22.25. What's that? $9.30. Come on, you fucker. Be blue. What is this damn little octopus's problem with me, huh? Why is it being such a little shit? Bum 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 ba-da-da-dum ba-da-da-dum bum 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 bum. X6 gotta go fuck this and do Reggie Rock for a bit. If Squid, it better fucking not. Like, oh my god. It better not even be another Maractus. But yeah, Meta, I've had that, like, where I'm over odds on a hunt, and I'm just like, you know what? I need to take a break and do something else. I can't look at this Pokemon anymore. I need to just do something different for a little bit. Thank you for the shiny luck, Squids. Oh, nobody did their shiny rolls today. Wait, why is it not working? Ah, fuck. That would be why it's not working. My bad, Squids. Hang on. I didn't realize the software was closed. Apparently my computer restarted in the middle of the night and I didn't notice it. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can fix that for you real quick. Alright, try and do it again, Squiddy. See if it works. I don't know if it'll let you do it again. It won't let you? Damn it. Here, I've got an idea, Squiddy. I've got an idea. Alright, now try to do it, Squid. There we go. I changed the max redemptions per stream for a second to 2. So it'll let you do another one. This pile of ice is really going the distance. I mean, at least it's not in BDSP. How's it going, Michelle? You only got one shiny this past community for Pokégo, and it was the one you already had 6 from community 3 years ago. That sucks, Caro. I didn't do as good as I wanted to this community day, but I didn't do bad. I would have liked to have done better. Like, I only got one shiny Jangmo and it sucked. I did get, me and my buddy had a lucky trade. So we did Fuecocos, and I ended up with a 15, 14, 15 shiny Fuecoco. I was that close to getting the, Shundo. Hi, Book. What's up? Your movie's over?
Yeah.
Oh. You guys had fun?
Yeah.
Very good.
Hi, everyone.
I need my art. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey! It's Volk with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, thank you.
She's so dumb.
But welcome in, guys. Volk, how was your stream tonight? What were you guys getting up to?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ah. I know I already knew that.
Once.
I know, but I was acting surprised.
Oh. Okay. I hear you.
Ugh.
Hi, Squid. Dog.
What is he doing?
Dog.
Tidying up some of the post-game content in Z8. Nice. You enjoy the game there, Volk? I had a lot of fun with ZA in the initial playthrough. Now I'm just trying to get a shiny alpha aerodactyl. And it's being a pain in my ass.
Bye.
Bye. I'll probably be going to bed here soon.
Yeah, I'm too tired. Dog, dog.
Loki, here. You want to say hi, Loki? Come here. Come here.
Okay.
Come here. Say hi to everybody.
It is a good movie, Squid. I have a lot of stuff that is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Say hi, buddy. Hi, Loki. Hi, buddy. What you doing, huh? What's going on? Are you being a good boy?
It is, but it's misspelled. They're Squiddy. It's L-O-K-E.
You head on in with mommy, okay? Go on. Go back inside. Go. You gotta go back inside the house. Okay? You go back inside.
Let's go.
300 encounters for shiny tyrant today in between tasks. I'll do more next time. Ooh, best of luck on that one. I love shiny tyrant. My buddy actually got the shiny alpha tyrant, and he only phased like 3 times before he got the shiny alpha. Lucky little bastard that he is. I'll probably do some other stuff, but eventually I plan on going for the shiny alpha tyrant. Just that big blue dinosaur is so cool. But I'm definitely not going right into another shiny alpha fossil hunt immediately after doing this one. I'm up to either 9 or 10 phases on the aerodactyl so far. I've lost track. But I've seen a bunch of shinies. The Tyrona feels too small when they're not alpha. For real, I feel like they should be bigger. Just normal size. But I do, the Shining Tyrant is one of my favorite shinies. Volk, I'm doing 140 per reset. How much they shrunk the models. I want giant Onyx, not baby. It does feel like they made the models smaller in ZA. At least for some of the mons, it does. There were a few where I was like, I remember this being bigger. Doing 30 so you can check just one box and reset. Yeah, I started with 30 and I was doing it that way, but I tend to be doing other stuff while I'm doing the checks because I'm doing them off stream as well. And it's nice to be able to just like set it to check, go and like cook dinner, eat, come back and have 140, have 4.5 boxes to check. Instead of like 30, and then having to constantly be resetting it. I just find it easier this way. Now, granted, the ambers are stupid expensive. And so, I kind of like, doing it 30 at a time would have been a lot less money invested. And it would be a lot less work to get the funds back for when I do the next thing, but I've actually been debating just making some money in the game and buying some more and just get it up to what would it be? I guess it would be 100, either 150 or 180, and just have it end like with a full box instead of halfway through a box. But I've been too lazy to go battle to get more money. But It's also annoying that the fossils, just like in Sword and Shield, are full odds even if you have the charm. That part's really stupid as well. I feel like the alpha hunt wouldn't be nearly as bad if it was shiny charm rate. The Infinite Royale is brain numbing, but it's easy money. Exactly. Especially once you're post-game and you've got level 100 Pokemon and you're just running through one-shotting everything. It's very repetitive. Very repetitive. And unlike shiny hunting, there's no payoff in the end. You're just like, alright, I have enough money, I can stop now. You don't know the charm yet? You were farming the battles today. That's the only research you have left. Gotcha. I did the same thing. I had every other research beat except for the battles. And that was so annoying that with everything else beat, you have 100 points left to go. And the battles are worth 2,000. That was so stupid how they did that. I'm hoping there'll be like other researches in the DLC so that those extra points can go to something instead of just being wasted. I mean, the battles were fun at first, Red, but after 500, it was like, alright, enough is enough. I'm done with this shit. I don't want to do any more. Ooh, wow, I got a lot of clobbopuses here. Is it clobbopuses or pussies? Wait, what's the proper plural for clobbopus? Is it clobbopi? That's what I'm thinking, Volk. Clobbopotes. You had your final battle be a promotion match battle, needed to feel special. I never even considered doing that. I just was like grinding away, like just make it end. Please, can I stop? And then once I got to 1,000 battles, I just stopped. And you'll get that before you get 1,000 battles, though. Most likely. Obviously, I don't know how many more you have left, but if you played the game the same way I did, you'll probably get the Floette before you get to the 1,000 battles. So I meant to do this. There's one more side quest after 20. Is there? I don't know. I got to that and I stopped doing the match battles. Like I got through the Floette and then I just did the individual battles until I hit 1,000. I never went back to do the match battles. So there might be. One day I might care enough to find out, but that day is not today. There's 119 quests, but you've only done 118 plus the 2 EX researches. Huh. I don't know. I kind of just did what I had to do so that I could start doing what I wanted to do, and then I stopped paying attention. Like I haven't even done the Mewtwo thing yet. Huh. I might have to look into that at some point. You have the Mewtwo and Deontay? Yeah, I didn't even bother with it. If they weren't shiny locked, I would have done it, but I really don't have a need for another shiny locked legend. Let's see, we got the DLC comes out, what is it, Wednesday or is it Tuesday that the DLC releases? Wednesday. So actually, that's a good question. Is everybody gonna be getting the DLC? Are you guys excited for the DLC? Or what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far for the Mega Dimensions DLC that's coming out? And what are our thoughts on Mega Lucario Z? Or as I like to call it, Furry Hatsune Miku. Wednesday, you gotta take the day off work anyway for court dates. You're gonna be playing all day after that? Nice. Well, playing all day, nice. Court date, not so much. You don't have the main game yet, so no DLC for you. Yeah, that adds up there, Caro. Do you think you're gonna get the main game at any point, or are you content to just watch me play it? Kind of man the DLC, don't know if you'll buy it, but may do it as a Christmas gift to yourself. I can see the logic there. I'm not really excited for it. From what I've seen, it's kind of meh. But as a Pokemon streamer, I kind of have to get it. They just copied Palworld's homework. Lucario Z looks like Anubis. Well, that's the thing, Volk. Everybody kept saying that, like, Palworld stole Lucario, and it's like, they're both based off of Anubis from Egyptian lore. Like, they're both copying somebody else's homework. Content on watching videos for the time being, since you spent a lot lately. Motivation for gaming, everything is gone. Gotcha, Caro. Like, you can't be copying off each other if you're both copying off of somebody else. Like... But the Lucario Z literally just looks like a furry version of Hatsune Miku to me. And it's also so, like, why are we getting megas of Pokemon that already have a mega and getting multiple multiple versions of stuff like Raichu? Why does Raichu need 2 megas, you know? You get extreme dot-to-dot books done by next year, but motivation disappeared. That sucks, Kara. Hopefully you get it back. Volk, for real. Like, how does Lucario get a 2nd and Raichu get 2 and Flygon doesn't get 1? I mean, don't get me wrong, Volk. I'm happy to see Raichu get some love, but I just disagree with giving 2 megas to 1 Pokemon. I disagreed with it with Charizard. I disagreed with it with Mewtwo. I disagree with it with Raichu. I disagree with it for Lucario. You don't need 2 megas for 1 Pokemon. They can be happy with getting 1. I love to play the game at all, but you can't afford it and it bums you out. I'm sorry, Meta. There's so many other... There's 1,000 Pokemon. Spread the love around. Justice for Mandibuzz, Mega Yungoos, Wen. See, this is like, look, these are all Pokemon that could have gotten a Mega instead of Raichu getting a 2nd or Lucario getting a 2nd. They could have spread the love around. Instead, we get yet another of the same Pokemon. Don't see the appeal of the DLC at this point. The Megas they added are shitty. And the whole other dimension seems like a cheap way to add to the game without unlocking the rest of Kalos. Yeah. I mean, the Mega Chimecho is pretty cool. Mega Zorua is okay, or however you say his fucking name. I always say it wrong. The Mega Raichu is pretty cool ish. I feel like they could have done more with Mega Raichu than they did, other than making its tail an X or a Y. But yeah, the way they took the game and made it black and white, they really cut the budget on this DLC, which they did say they were gonna do after Scarlet and Violet. They did say they were gonna lower the budget for DLCs in the future and make them smaller. But I feel like if that was their response to how Scarlet and Violet went, they should have just said, we're not going to do DLCs in the future. You're going to get the base game and that's it. I would have been happier with that than charging me the same price for the DLC that you normally do, but dropping your budget considerably and giving me a lot less content. You haven't watched any DLC stuff other than the initial announcement and a screenshot of the card? I've watched all the trailers and stuff they've released, and it's nothing special. I mean, Scarlet and Violet's DLCs were okay. Like, they definitely could have been better. I don't think for Scarlet and Violet, they could have given us... They could have spent the money better, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like they did so much they didn't need to do in those DLCs. Like, you look at Sword and Shield. The Sword and Shield DLCs they didn't really add a whole lot on the surface, but they added a whole lot of potential. And the Scarlet and Violet DLCs did the opposite. They added a whole lot, but there wasn't any potential. They added levels over 100 on the DLC. Would just be like Isle of Armor, where you can just burn through it with your over-leveled mons. Yeah. The going over level 100 is an interesting thing that I'm curious to see. And then, like, the donut thing, like, that's where I'm like, you didn't need to do the whole donut thing. Like, that's where you could have cut the budget. You could have taken that money you spent on the donut system and just given us more content in the DLC. But I don't know, Game Freak's been making a lot of weird decisions. They've been doing a lot of stuff that I just scratch my head about lately. They did so good with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, did so good with Sword and Shield, and then instead of giving the players what they really want, they've been giving us all this other stuff where it's like, I mean, it's cool and all, but can't you just give me this? It would be easier and I'd be happier. Like, all they had to do for the Scarlet and Violet DLC was let us go back to the time machine in Area 0 and use it to go find legends. That's all that the DLC had to be, and everybody would have been happy with it. Is that how many encounters you're at meta, or is that the encounter it shined at? Dude, this stupid Jolison doesn't stop chasing me. Ugh. 2279. So we're 910 over odds now. Right? No. Yeah, 910 over odds. Math is hard. Stay in school, kids. Very much on the train of vote with your dollar. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But if the game keeps going the way they are, where they don't listen to fans, they're not going to be around for a long. I mean, I wish that was true, Squib. The problem is the Pokemon fan base is so loyal that it doesn't matter what Game Freak gives us, we still buy it. You know, like, for me, like, if I wasn't streaming, I probably would not buy the DLC for ZA. But as a streamer, it's expected of me that I'm going to play it and have it and everything else. And when everybody else is on the DLC and I'm not, it just doesn't, it's not good for the analytics and stuff, you know? I got to stay with the current shit. Yo, meta with the shiny Regice, 2,876 encounters. Congratulations, meta. I'm the worst shiny legend there is. Now you gotta drop it in the Discord so I can see it. ZA was a step in the right direction. The DLC is a step back a little bit, but everyone begged for Megas to come back and they finally listened. Oh no, I'll agree, Squid. You never finished PLA or SV. Really? So I'll say, like, Legends Arceus was a very fun game overall. And the ending is really cool on that game. Scarlet and Violet, the storyline is really good, even through the DLCs. The storylines on them are pretty good. The way they did shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet was crap, though, and there's not a lot of replay value in Scarlet and Violet, especially with Legends being shiny locked in the DLC. But really, the only good thing with the Scarlet and Violet DLC was being able to shiny hunt all the starters and get all the starters without having to do, like, Masuda hunting. So that part was really cool in the game, like having all the starters just out in the open world. I like that with the DLC in Scarlet and Violet. But I mean, like, they gave us all the legends and then they shiny locked them all, and so it was like, well, why am I gonna bother going and looking for these stupid ass legends if they're all shiny locked? That's just a waste of my time now. Alright, and we got aerodactyl checks. Let's see. Nothing in that box. Nothing there. Nothing there. Still no. And nope. No aerodactyls. Damn. Aerodactyl is being almost as mean to me as clobbopus is. Or actually, let's do that. Actually, no, we'll keep going on it. Let's see, it's... damn it. This always happens. I'm super tired, and then I start streaming, and I start talking, and then it starts waking me up. You don't have any... You better... Wait, Meta, did you really go into that hunt without a plan for how you were going to catch it? That's some stupid shit I would do. Switch 2 edition carts are playable on Switch 1, not enhanced. We still bought the 1 edition of ZA, so it can be played on any of the systems now, so that wasn't necessary. Yeah, it's all... Well, so... The main reason why is because the Switch 2 carts don't actually have any game data on them. So that's why the Switch 2 editions are playable on the 1. The Switch 2 cartridges are literally just... Oh. I will wait for after the ads then to finish that explanation. You have the plan, it just used an ice move. I hope your plan works out, Meta. What kind of cheesecake, Red Shadow? I need more specifics on that. OG cheesecake? Nah, I'd go with the cookie cake then. If it's just plain cheesecake, my vote is cookie cake. Right, well that's what I'm saying, Squid. Cheesecake is good. Trick question of bean pie. What the hell is bean pie? But yeah, I like cheesecake, but it's gotta be some kind of... There's gotta be something to it. Not just plain cheesecake. I gotta have some kind of topping or something about it. Alright, so I think we're back from ad jail. The Switch 2 cartridges don't actually have game data on them. It just downloads the game onto your system. So it's just, the Switch 2 is essentially a, like, download only. Whereas the Switch 1 cartridges actually have the game data. Ah, gotcha, Volk. That's why I've never heard of it. So if you buy the Switch 2 cart, it literally just authorizes your system to download the game, and then it downloads whatever version is meant for that system. It's why the Switch 2 has that, like, virtual cartridge system. Where, like, you can eject the cart digitally to use it in another system. Because there's no game data on them. Some of them might not be key cards, but as a general rule, the Switch 2 cards are just key cards. It just authorizes you to play the game. It doesn't actually have the game on it. Wow, not a single clobbopus that time? What the hell? ZA, MKW, and DK are... No, the ZA is a key card. I know that much. Because I know people who intentionally got the Switch 1 version and then paid for the upgrade so that they would have the physical game. You know, because I panicked due to the plan for retro. I thought you said you didn't have a Master Ball with you there, Meta. What do you need an Everstone for? It's only 10. You can go a little longer. I'm surprised I'm not getting sleepy yet. I will soon, though. Like, I mean, like, legit sleepy. Not like beginning of stream when I was just tired. You get to see your chest for the first time. And you get to take this uncomfortable binder off. Yay, Squiddy! Don't you love when you get a Dorito that just has like way more of the flavoring on it than the other ones? Isn't that such a great feeling? ZA is game on card even for 2. Your friends are missing. Huh. I'm misinformed as well then. I was under the impression that the ZA was just a key card. Appreciate the updated information there, Volk. I did not know that. You had to, you know, had you... I'm so confused, Meta. Reggie rocks. Oh, gotcha. That's why you need the Everstone. Gotcha. It's like, you see this Dorito, right? There's like hardly any seasoning on it. Then, like, look at this Dorito. Just covered in it. Well, that's good to know then. Like, personally, I don't care about whether the game is on the cartridge or if it's just a key card. I typically download 90% of my games now anyway. But I do like to have the right information. I don't like to talk about stuff and be wrong. You get that one Cheez-It that's overcooked. The extra toasty ones, but find one. Dude, any of those baked snacks, like those little baked chips and crackers, when you get that one that's just a little bit more toasty, it's like, why can't they all be like this? You know what's really annoying with this aerodactyl hunt, though? The first shiny aerodactyl that I got in this game, the aerodactyl 2 before it was alpha. I was that close on the first phase of getting the shiny alpha. And since that first shiny, I haven't even had an alpha in the same box as the shiny. Base game, and I'm trying to think how you can get another one. How did you even lose them? You got me all confused, Meta. But either way, congrats on the Regice. I'm happy that hunt's finally over for you. Now you get to go for his chocolatey goodness. Ooh, Dino's in the chat. Over 2,300 now on clobbopus. So what is it? 2730 is double odds, right? Yeah, 2730 is double odds. So we're essentially 400 away from double odds now. Oh wait, you know what? We haven't done this in a while. %82 chance of having the shiny by now. Hey, I caught the Dino. Let's go. It finally let me catch something. Dude, did the date change on my game or something? Why are they spawning so much more infrequently all of a sudden? Stuck in this hotel watching the same reruns of Christmas movies and Food Network shows for the week. Somebody help me. You're almost out of there, Squid. You're almost out of there. Fuck, I got so much work I gotta catch up on this week. Like, for work. I really gotta get to it and get some shit done. I'm behind on some stuff. Hopefully I get a chance. Dude, I haven't been able to get anything done at work lately. I've been in so many friggin' meetings and so much, like, dumb shit the last month. Like, just constantly having to do all this other nonsense that I haven't been able to, like, take the time to do my work that I need to get done. I'm constantly having to deal with other stuff. Like, I'm about to just block off my calendar and just say I'm busy all week and just, like, not participate in any meetings or anything. So, Meta, you still gonna do 60 at a time there on the Regirock, or are you gonna be able to fight through that one a little bit faster? Damn it. I was really hoping I would have this shiny clobbopus by 2300. At least with, like, Maractus, like, there were a lot of spawns, so it was easy to get up to that high number. Because what, it was like 4K or something like that, or 3600? It was something stupid for Maractus. But at least they spawned a lot. This little fucker never likes to spawn. Ugh. Come on, give me another. Yes. Come on, blue. Nope. Damn you. Ugh. Stupid fucker not being blue. Hey, give me another one. Ooh, chicken nuggets. From where, Squid? Probably still 60 at a time. Gotcha. At least Regirock has a good shiny, though. At least you have that to look forward to. Chicken nuggies, chicken nuggies. Damn it, I want nuggies now. Tyson nuggies, nice. Dude, I miss the place up where I'm from in Connecticut for nuggets. Oh my god, it was so good. So what they would do is they'd have these, like, the foil bags, you know? And they would pre-fill them with... I'm trying to remember. It was either a quarter or a half a pound of chicken nuggets. But they were, like, real chicken nuggets. They were chunks of chicken, not processed or bullshit. They were just chunks of chicken, like, that you had to take multiple bites out of to finish. They would, like, you put a light batter on them, do, like, a quick flash fry, and then they would put them in the bag with just a handful of, like, fresh cut french fries that they would do a quick fry on as well. And then they'd put them in the fridge to, like, have them ready when you'd order it. They would take the bag, dump the chicken nuggets and the fries into the basket, drop them down into the fryer, finish cooking them, dump them back into the bag, and then pour a bunch of seasoning salt into the bag and shake it up. Oh my god, that shit was so fucking good. Longhorn chicken tenders? I've only eaten at Longhorn a handful of times, and I always get a steak when I go. It feels weird to get anything other than a steak from Longhorn. £4 bag of frozen nuggets, nice. Ah, that makes sense then, Caro. Damn it. Mac and cheese is also good. Dude, I love a good mac and cheese. There's this place me and Book go every now and then. It's like a local brewery, but they have like a... I don't even know. It's not even really, I guess, a tap room, but it's like a little restaurant attached to the brewery, and they have some bum-ass food. But they do this lobster mac and cheese there that is so fucking good. Might actually have to go there this week. It's been a while since we went there. We'll have to see if there's any days this week where Llama decides to go out with his friends. We'll do a little date night. Actually, speaking of all that, check something here while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I'll forget to do it. Even if you finish the tenders, you always ask for a ranch to take home since the ranch is so good. Use the leftover ranch to put on your salads. Not a bad plan. Especially if you can get, if the ranch is free, like, why not take advantage? You get some free ranch instead of paying for a lower quality one. If you ever look at Red Ice again, it'll be too soon. Yeah. Red Ice, I wasn't happy about doing that hunt either. I was not excited for it at all. It was nice to get the shiny, but I hope the ranch is free. You tend to get a lot of them. Your energy pays for dinner and we all go out. Well, I hope the ranch is free too. I mean, even if it's not free, it's gonna be what, 50 cents, $1, if they even charge you for it. Come here, you little bastard. Stupid ass clobbopus. Your dad brought home Longhorn to go, and they gave us a whole to-go bowl of ranch instead of the tiny plastic bowls. God damn. Should get it to go more often. They're gonna give you that much of it. Ugh. Alright. I can feel the meds starting to kick in now. Let's see how much longer I can go. Probably go up until this next aerodactyl check. Never was a big hunter, but you're easing more and more into it. Yeah, no, I was the same. Like, I didn't even... Like, I did a little bit of shiny hunting back in X and Y. But just for, like, a handful of things that I wanted for... Like, just... I don't even know. I got Charmander, I got Ghastly, and I got a couple others. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I did a little bit of shiny hunting, but not a lot there. It wasn't until Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl that I really started shiny hunting. Did a Masuda hunt for a Squirtle and Sword and Shield. I did too, actually. But yeah, Brilliant Diamond, I don't even know what made me do it. I was just, like, I'd been playing the game, and I was, like, halfway through it. And I'm trying to think, like, I'm trying to remember what made me think of it. But for some reason, I just looked up, like, if you could get Shiny Rayquaza in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and found out you could, and then found a video, like, a live stream of somebody hunting it, and they got it. And once I saw that, I was like, oh, I want to do this. So I hunted a couple legendaries in BDSP. I did, like, Dialga, Giratina, and then Rayquaza. And after doing those, I just really got into shiny hunting. Did like the Shaman, Darkrai, and Arceus hunts. Did a few other shiny hunts in BDSP. Went on, got Sword and Shield. Did a bunch of shiny hunting in the base game, like Masuda for Dreepy and Litten and some other stuff. Got the DLC, really started going hard in the DLC with the Dynamax adventures, the Swords of Justice, and some other stuff that I really liked. And just gradually grew more and more into shiny hunting, and then ended up with the Scarlet and Violet base game, getting the entire shiny living dex in the base game. So yeah, it started off as just like, I want a shiny Mega Charizard, and turned into, I have 58 more shiny Pokemon to get, and I'll have a complete national shiny living dex. Yeah, Volk, I went nuts in Scarlet and Violet. I didn't do it for the DLCs. I had planned on finishing the shiny living dex for the DLCs as well, but never did. But for the base game, I did the entire shiny living dex. And for the national dex, I'm 58 away from having every shiny Pokemon you can actually legitimately get without doing some shady shit to get it. Only 58. Clobbopus is one of them. And I have all the legends that you can possibly get. No idea, Caro. It's just a playlist that I put on. I have no idea what it's from. Like, it's Pokemon music, but I don't know any specifics other than that. I've been working on it for, what, 3 years now? Legit, like... It's making you sleepy. I mean, it is that time of night to start getting sleepy, so... I'm sleepy. I took my meds an hour and a half ago. They're starting to kick my ass. Come on, Claw My Puss. Shine for me tonight, motherfucker. Shine for me tonight. Only one? What the hell? Why you only give me one? I'm not sleepy, I'm gay. I mean, those aren't two different things. They have nothing to do with the other, but they are two different things. Oh, I'm an ad city. I'm gonna cry. I'm invested now. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hey! Steven! What's going on, Steven? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Volk, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Steven, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope y'all had a great Sunday night with Steven. Hope y'all had a great weekend in general. But welcome in, guys. Thank you again so much for the raid, Steven. What were you guys doing tonight? What was going on in your little corner of Twitch? Your aerodactyl's at 2,600. Feels like an over odds hunt. Dude, you're barely half over, like, you're barely halfway to odds. Like... Oh wait, actually, you're here at a perfect time though, because aerodactyl checks. Head to bed. All right, Caro, you have a great night. Get some rest. Hey, Arlene, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Happy to have you with us. That probably shouldn't be a thing you do, Michelle. Yeah, just the Sprite is shiny. Nothing that paid. Oh my god, there's a shiny aerodactyl. There's a shiny aerodactyl, guys. There is a shiny aerodactyl. Holy crap. Okay, okay. Game face. Riley, you did call it. Alright. So are there any alphas? Alright, there are no alphas in the box. No alphas in the box. Alright. Shiny aerodactyl number 11 is not alpha. Son of a bitch. Oh! Hi. What's up? Oh. No Shalfa tonight on that one. God damn it. Alright. Check the rest of them just to see.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Right, Squid? And nothing there.
He's being stupid right now, right? Okay. Hi, Riley. Hi, Riley.
Damn it. Phase number 11. Son of a bitch. I was really hoping that would be it. I want this hunt to end. I want to move on with my life. I want both of these hunts to end. Damn it all.
Oh.
Fuck you, Michelle. This is the first time you've seen Book? Really?
Oh. Well, hi. It's me.
God damn it. Alright, guys.
You calling it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do one more clobbopus here, and then we're gonna raid out, guys, because, my meds are kicking my ass right now, and they want me to lay down.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Alrighty, I'll be in a minute.
Bye, everyone.
And no shiny there either. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and raid my buddy Jer. Sorry that you just raided me, Steven, but, yeah. I'm sleepy. But yeah, guys, have a great rest of your night. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the raids and the support. Y'all are awesome. Have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll see you next time. Sorry you had to see that, Steven.